Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Subject Computer Science or Computer Application. Class 11th Standard. Chapter 2 Number System Part 1. Last class we completed Chapter 1 Introduction to Computer. Now we are going to start new chapter Number System. In this chapter we are going to discuss the following topics: Introduction, Data Representation, different types of number system conversions, binary representation for signed numbers, binary arithmetic, and representing characters in memory. Let's start our first class. In introduction, we are going to discuss two important terms which we already discussed in first chapter. One is data, another one is information. Of course, we know data is fact about place, need, people, place, and some objects. The term data comes from the word datum, which means raw fact. Of course, in the example you can see Rajesh 16, 11th standard, 65 computer science. These are an example for data. When you convert this data into information, this information is known as processed data. When you process this data, we will get the information. That is, here you can see Rajesh is 16-year-old and studying 11th standard, has scored 65 marks in computer subject, which gives some information to the user. By using this information, user can take any decisions. So next, data representation. Already told you in computer can understand only binary values, that is 0 and 1. 0 represent off state, that is electricity off state. 1 represent the on state of any logic gate in computer system. So any kind of data can handle by computer system, but very first thing, all the data should be converted in the form of zeros and ones. These zeros and ones form of language is called binary language. It also called as machine language. In binary language there is only two digits, namely 0 and 1. This 0 and 1 is known as binary digit. In short, we can say bit. Here you can see the abbreviation form of bit, binary digits. There are four bits. Four bits of binary digit is known as nibble. When you combine these two binary digits, zeros and ones, in any combination, if in the form of 4 bits, then 4 bit of binary digit is known as nibble. If 8 bit is called byte. Next component is word length. This is the important topic. Word length refers to the number of bits processed by a computer. Of course, all the data should be converted in the form of bits. Bits is going to process by computer. Based upon the number of bits, computers can be classified into different types. This processing capacity of any computer is known as word length. It can be 8 bits, it can be 16 or 32 and 64. So we can see, of course, we can see that there are different types of processors and different types of OS which works on this which works on word length. So next topic is data representation. Continue here. Whenever we convert any data into the binary form, in between the conversion of data into binary form, there are many different number systems are used by computer, and this data, the raw data is given by the user using keyboard or mouse, is converted into some digits. This conversion, there are different types of coding systems schemes are used by the computer. The one of the famous coding system or coding scheme is known as ASCII. It means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. In ASCII, there are 0 to 127 numbers are given to different characters used by computer users. In example, you can see the 32 number is 32 ASCII value is allotted for blank space, 48 ASCII value allotted for 0. From 97 to 122, numbers are allotted to small letter A to Z. From 65 to 90, numbers allotted to capital letter A to Z. It means when user give input, namely small letter a, then the data a is converted into 97, and then it converted into binary digits. So next, if your user give the input capital letter a, then the system convert this capital letter A into 65, and then it convert into bit for a easy conversation between the user and the machine. So next topic is different types of number system. In converting the user data into the binary digit, there are different types of number systems are used by computer. Some of the number systems are decimal, binary, octal, and hexadecimal. But in decimal number system, there are 10 digits 0 to 9. In binary number system, there are 2 digits 0 to 1. In octal number system, there are 8 digits from 0 to 7. In hexadecimal number system, there are 16 digits so from 0 to 9, and after that 9, A, B, C, D, E, F letters are used for balance 6 letters, 6 digits in hexadecimal system. So based upon the number of digits, each and every number system allotted with a base value. Name See, you can in decimal number system, a decimal number system base value is 10. Binary number system base value is 2, octal number system is 8, and hexadecimal number system is 16. The use of base value is used to identify the what type of number is used by the computer. For example, here you can see a number 123 base of 10. 123 base of 10. When you remove this 10, you cannot identify what type of number this, because these digits are available in all the number system. See, 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 7, 0 to 7. Here there are only 2 digits. Based upon the number of digits, we may conclude that it may be decimal, it may be octal, it may be hexadecimal, but it is not binary, because in this number 3 is used. So in binary number system, 3 is not. So we can confirmly say that 123 is not a binary number, but it may be decimal, it may be hexadecimal, it may be octal. But when you want to confirm the 123 number is decimal or hexadecimal or octal, then you should use the base value. Depending on the base value, it was identified as what type of number. So here we are talking about decimal number system, which we regularly used in our regular life as well as in mathematical. Yeah, we already studied in our lower classes that each and every digit have their own positional values. Based upon that, the the digits get the value. For example, here you can see 123. When you spell this number in the decimal format, we can say 123. So how we say 123? Because each and every digits have their value. If you replace this 1 and 3, if you swap this number 1 and 3, so then 1 comes here and 3 goes here, then what is the number? 321. So based upon the position of the number, the value for the number will change. So this position is known as zeros, ones, tens. So ones, tens, and hundreds. So this can be calculated by the simple method called in each digit in the number is multiplied by 10 raised to the power of corresponding to the digits position. So each and every number is multiplied by the base value 10, and each and every every base value is power raised with the power of position value. Position value can be calculated from the right side of the digit. So here you can see position value starts from 0 and then 1 and then 2. So if you want to find the decimal value correctly, then you want to multiply this each digit into the base value, and then each the base value should be raised to the positional value. Here you can see the simple calculation, arithmetic calculation. So here we want to find the power value and then multiply the value with the digits, and then when we add the total number, you can see the 123 number will appear in this at the last. So in the same method, here you can see the different types of binary numbers. In example, there is 4 digits are used here, 1101. This is the simple combination of binary number. For example, in example, In this example, you can see four binary digits are used. From the right side, the first digit is known as LSB. It means least significant bit. In the left side, the first digit is known as MSB, most significant bit. So in the right side, you say the least significant bit. From left side, the last digit is known as most significant bit in the binary number system. So each and every binary number system should have their base value 2. Here you can see the 1101 number have base value 2. If you want to convert this binary number into the decimal format, you should follow the below systems. So first we want to multiply each digit with the base value. So each and every digit should be multiplied with a base value. Here you can see that 1 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 2 into 0 into 2 plus 1 into 2. After you want to put the positional values for each base value and then calculate this method. So here you can see anything power of 0 is equal to 1. So 1 into 1, 1. So 2 power of 1, 2, 2 into 0, 0, 2 power of 2, 4, 4 into 1, 4, 2 power of 3, 8, 8 into 1, 8, and then add the number. So the final result is that is 13. So this 13 is the decimal value for the equivalent decimal value for the binary number. So this is the simple method to convert any binary number into decimal number. So in the same way, we can convert the octal number into decimal number. So what we want to do, so you simply multiply each and every digit given in the question with the base value, and each base value should be raised with the positional value in the power position. So the positional value always start from 0 to 1. After that you want to calculate this method. So anything power of number 0 is equal to 1. So 1 into 7, 7, 8 into 4, 32, 64 into 5, 320. Finally we get the answer 359. So 359 base of 10. You should write the base of 10 here. So this is the equivalent number for octal 547. So in the same way, we can convert the hexadecimal numbers also into uh, decimal number, but you should follow uh, some rules here, because in hexadecimal number there are 16 digits. From for first 10 digits there is no problem. If you have any alphabet digits in hexadecimal format, then this alphabet should be converted into the number format. After that we should use, here you can see the first symbols are the same as the decimal number system 0 to 9, and the remaining 6 symbols are alphabet sequence A to Z, where A is represented by 10, B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, E is 14, F is 15 when we use in the calculation. For example, if you are using any hexadecimal digits from A to F, you should use these represented numbers. For A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, E is 14, F is 15. Here you can see 2F. So each and every digit should be multiplied with the base value, and every base value should be raised with the power positional value. Power positional value starts from 0 to 1 from the right direction. After that you want to calculate and finally get the answer. So if for example, if the question is 2F, then so in the place of F5, if the letter is F given, then you should use here the 15, because F is represented with a 15. If the phi is replaced with D, then you should use 13 here. If the F is replaced with A, then you should use the 10 here. So this is the simple example to convert any hexadecimal number into decimal number system. So next topic is number system conversion. Here we are going to discuss the how to convert any decimal number system into binary conversion. So this is the simple method. There are two methods for converting decimal to binary conversion. First method is repeated division by 2. So in this method, what we want to do, any decimal number divided by 2 will leave a remainder of 0 or 1. So any decimal number divided by 2 will leave a remainder of 0 or 2. Repeat the division by 2 will leave a sequence of zeros and ones that become the binary equivalent of the decimal number. So here we are going to use the remainders of division. So here in the example you can see we want to convert the 65 decimal number into binary. So what we want to do, first divide the 65 by 2. You will get the quotient. Write the quotient here, write the remainder outside of the quotient, and then again divide the same number with 2. Again we get the quotient, write the quotient here and write the remainder here. So the and again you want to divide this 16 by 2. So you will get the quotient, write quotient and write the remainder here. In the same method you want to divide the 8 by 2. You will get the quotient 4, right here and write the remainder here. So you want to continue this division process by 2, and finally we will at the position called 1. So when you reach the 1, after that we cannot divide the 1. So we want to stop here. After stopping, we want to arrange this number from down to up direction. Some down to up direction. Here you can see all the reminders from last quotient to first remainder. So we want to arrange the numbers from last quotient to first remainder. So here you can see 10001 base of 2. So this is the binary number combination equivalent numbers for the decimal 65. So in the same way, if there is another method called power of sum of power of 2 method to convert the decimal to binary conversion. Of course, this is the simple method. Here we want to find the largest power of 2. Here we are not going to divide any number. In example you can see 65 is given. So we want to convert the 65 into binary number. What we want to do, first find the 2's power from 0 to up to the number equivalent or less than or. So find the largest power of 2 that is smaller than or equal to 65. So you want to find the all the 2's power from 2 power 0 to 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6. So you want to find all the values. So till the number is smaller or equal to power value. So given number should be less than or equal to given number. After that we want to take the last less than number or equal number and subtract with the given number. So given number is 65. So here you want to find the equal number. If equal number is not available, then take the smaller number, that is less than number for compared to given number. So subtract this number, we will get the result 1, and then take this 1 and find the equal number or less than number. Of course we can see 1 is available here, it is equal not less than. So again you want to subtract this number with 1. So 1 minus 1 0. So the process is completed. Now from this power position power sequence we used only two digits, that is 64 and 1. So here you want to write 64 for 64 and 1 binary digit is 1. Other numbers which was not used in this process are as considered as a 0. Here you can see set the 64 bit to 64's bit to 1 and subtract 64 from the original number. 32 is greater than the remaining total, therefore set the 32's bit 0. In the same way 16 8 4 2 is also greater than the remaining total, therefore set the 16 18 16's 18's 4's 2's bit to 0, as the remaining value is equivalent to 1's bit, so set it to 1. So 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Conversion is completed. So this is the final result which we get from the sum of power of 2 method. So I hope you understand this process. Simply what you want to do, find the 2's power from 0 to 2 power of 0, 2 power of 1, 2 power 2. So up to the given number equivalent or less than. So if the given number and then you use the numbers for subtraction and use the same 2 power of 2's value for subtraction till the answer will converted into 0. So whatever number used from this power of 2's list, should be put as 1, other number should put as 0. So when you arrange this binary digit from MSB, that is most significant bit to least significant bit, then the final result will be converted. So this is the second method called the sum of power of 2 method for converting decimal to binary conversion. So next conversion is decimal to octal number. Here we want to use the repeated division by 8 method. So here we want to divide the given number, write the quotient here and write the remainder here. In the same way, which we already discussed here in the repeated division by 2 method. So here we divide the given number by 2 because here we want to convert the decimal number into binary. That's why we use the base value of binary. In this example, we want to convert the decimal number into the octal. So the base value for the octal is 8. That's why we divide the given number by 8. So we want to repeat the steps till the last question is 1. After that we want to arrange last question from first remainder from down to up direction, arrange the numbers. So this is the simple example for converting the decimal to octal number. In the same way, again we want to divide the a decimal number to convert into hexadecimal by 16 because we want to convert the decimal number to hexadecimal. So what is the base value of hexadecimal? It is 16. So here you can see the given number is 31, that is the decimal number. We want to convert it hexadecimal. Simply divide this 31 by 16. Repeat the division process till we get the quotient as 1. So arrange the last question from the first remainder in the arrangement format. If the numbers is greater than 10, so greater than 9, then you should use the letters refers to the number. For example, in here you can see 15 is arranged is in the LSB. So in the for the 15, the letter for the hexadecimal is F, which we already discussed in the hexadecimal conversion. So each and every digit after 9 have their own representation number. If you want to write it in the hexadecimal format, you should use the alphabet number. If you want to calculate, then you should use the positional value. So here 15 should be converted into F. So if the value is 14, then you should convert it into E. If the value is 13, then you should convert it into D. If the value is 12, you should convert it into C. If the value is 11, you should convert it into B. If the value is 10, then you should convert it into A when writing the given numbers in the hexadecimal format. If you want to convert the hexadecimal numbers and you should apply the given number in any calculation format, then you should convert these alphabet numbers into the digits represented here. So this is the simple concept of converting the decimal number into hexadecimal number. Now we are going to see the conversion of fractional decimal to binary number. So in last topic we discussed only the whole numbers and how to convert any whole number into different format. Now in this topic we are going to discuss how to convert a fractional decimal number into binary. So this method is known as repeated multiplication by 2. The first number is multiply the decimal fraction by 2 and note the integer part. The integer part is either 0 or 1. So second step, discard the integer part of the previous product, multiply the fraction part of the previous product by 2. Repeat the step 1 until the same fraction repeated or terminates. So first step is multiply the decimal fraction by 2. Here the given number is 0.2, which want to convert it into binary format. So we multiply this 0.2 by 2, we will get the product as 0.4. Here we want to note the decimal part. Decimal part either 0 or 1. If the decimal note the integer part. So if integer part either 0 or 1. So when after in the second step we want to take this number a product and eliminate the integer part, take this fraction part from the integer and repeat the same step number 1 Again you want to multiply the last product with the 2, we will get the second product 0.8. Here we want to discard this integer. Again we want to take the decimal point 0.8. You want to multiply 1.6. You want multiply it by 2, we will get the third product 1.6. Here we want to remove this integer part 1 and take 0.6, and again we want to multiply it by 2. uh, Again we will get the result 1.2. Here we should remove this one, that is integer part. We should take the 0.2 floating point, and again we want to repeat multiply this number 0.4. So this process should be continued till until the same fraction repeats, until the same fraction repeats or terminates. So here you can see 0.2 is repeated. We start from 0.2, now we are in the 0.2. So we reach at the point 0, the same number 0.2. So here we want to terminate the multiplication process and then go for the step 3. So in the resulting integer part forms a sequence of zeros and ones. So here you can see the when you take these integer parts, you can see the combination of binary digits, which numbers should be arranged from up to down direction, up to down direction. So the final answer is to be written from the first integer part obtained till the last integer part. So the first integer part is 0, last integer part is 0. So arrange this number from first to last integer part. So 0 0 1 1 0. Now the value for the 0.2, so it is the binary value for the fractional number 0.2 should be written in this format. So here you can see 0.2 base of 10 is equal to 0.0011. Here you can see 0.00110011. So 00110011 you should write like this. So this is the simple method for converting any fractional decimal number into binary. So simply follow these steps. Step number 1, multiply the fraction number by 2. Is leave the integer part, take the fractional part, again multiply. To leave the integer part, take the fraction part, again multiply. Leave the integer part from the product, take the fraction part. So repeat the same step till we get the same fraction number or terminates. Now from the result you can see the integer part contains either 0 and 1. Arrange these integer parts from first integer to last integer. You will get the binary equivalent for the fractional decimal number in this format. So next conversion is binary to decimal conversion. So in this topic we are going to see how to convert the binary number to decimal number. So there are simple 4 steps. Step number 1, write down the binary digits and list the power of 2's from the right to left. So we should write the given binary number which you want to convert it to decimal in the separate boxes like this, and write the power of 2 from right to left positional notation. So right to left rotation, left power of value for each and every digit. So this is the positional notation method where we write the power of 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5. So step number 2, for each positional notation write for the digit. Now write the equivalent weight value. So each and every positional value have their own weight value. So 2 power 5 weight value is 32, 2 power 4 weight value is 16, 2 power 3 weight value is 8, 2 power 2 weight value is 4. So and the you should write this weight value for each positional notation. And step 3, multiply the each digits, that is binary digits, with its corresponding weight. So here you can see each and every digit binary given number have their own weight value. So here this digit have their weight value is 32. For this digit weight value is 16. For the third digit weight value is 8. Each and every digit should be multiplied. Here you can see 32 into 1 32, 16 into 1 16 into 1 16. So 8 plus 8 into 1 8, 4 into 0 0, 2 into 1 2, 1 into 1 1. Each and every product should be added, and here you can see the result 59. So 59 is the decimal equivalent for the given binary number. Decimal equivalent for the given number. So this is the simple method, simple steps which we already learn in our lower classes. Which we already learned in our lower classes. So what we want to do, simply write the given number in each boxes and write the positional notation for power of 2's and find the weight for each positional notation values, and after that multiply the weight value with the given number and add the all products, we will get the result. So this is the simple method for converting binary to decimal conversion. Now we are going to see how to convert any binary number into octal. So the first step for converting a binary number into octal is step number 1. Group Step number 1 for converting binary number into octal. Group the given binary number into 3 bits. So first step, what you want to do, group the given binary number into 3 bits from the right to left direction. From the right to left direction. Here you can see there are many binary digits are here which you want to convert into octal number. We want to group the binary digit from right direction from here. So we will group first 3 binary digits, 0 1 1. Here you can see 0 1 1 and then 0 1 0. So 0 1 0. So finally we will get only 2 digits. So remaining one digit should be added with a 0. If binary digits, if you see any shortfall in the number of binary digit, you can add 0 for fulfilling the 3 bits. After that you can add precedings to the make a group of 3 bits if the leftmost group has less than 3 bits. So if the leftmost bit 3 group have any shortage or less precedings has any less than 3 bits, then you can add 0. In the step 3, convert the equivalent octal num value using 2's power of positional value weight method. So each and every 3 bit should be converted into 2's power of positional weight method, which we already discussed. This is the 2's power of positional notation method. By using this method, we want to convert this 3 digit into decimal. So 2 power of 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 0. So 2 power of 0 value is 1. So 1 into 1, 1. 2 power 1 value is 2. 2 into 1, 2. So 2 plus 1, 3. Here anything multiplied by 0 is 0. So the final answer is 3. In the same method, there is 2 0. So we can eliminate this 0. So second positional value is 2 power 1. So 2 power 1 into 1, 2. So here in the same method which we already discussed, in this method each and every binary digit should be converted into decimal. So each and every decimal number should be arranged from left to right direction, and we want to write the octal method. So this is the simple method for converting the binary to octal. So here third step, what we want to do, convert the equivalent octal value using 2's power positional weight method for each group. So each and every group should be converted into decimal. After converting this binary number into decimal, arrange this decimal number from left to right direction to form a octal number. So this is the simple method to convert binary to hexadecimal. The same method is followed here for converting hexadecimal, but here we want to group the given number by 4 bits. So given number is grouped with 4 bits. So here 0 1 1 0. Here you can see 0 1 1 0. Again 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1. The last group of the left side, you can see there is only 2 digit. For fulfilling the 4 digit number, I presented 2 zeros here. After that, we want to find the equivalent by decimal number for the given number by using 2's power of positional notation number. So 2's power of position number is used here. So 2 power of 0, 2 power of 1, 2 power of 2, 2 power of 3. Again for the second group I use the same method, 2 power of 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2. So after that writing the positional value for 2's power, write the weight value and then multiply the weight value with the binary digit and then add the numbers. So here you can see one number is 13, here is that a number is 3, 13, 6. So when we are using in hexadecimal, more than the value greater than 9, when any value is in greater than 9, at that time we should convert the digit into form of hexadecimal alphabet. So value of the 13 is D. Of course, we already discussed in the hexadecimal format that each and every hexadecimal number have their own digits. Here you can see the value for 13 is D. Value for the 14 is E. So we should convert 13 number into D. That's why here the number is converted into D. So we now the final answer is 3D6 base of 16. 3D6 base of 16. So remind the concept of you converting any digit greater than 9 should be converted into their equivalent hexadecimal value. So this is the simple method for converting the binary hexadecimal. So here what we want to do, group the binary number digit by 4 bits from right direction to left direction. When you reach the last group, if there is any shortfall in the number of bits, then you can add zeros at the left side of the number and then find the sum of 2's power notation for each group. Each and every group should be converted into decimal by using sum of power of 2 notation method. After converting the binary groups into digit by decimal number, if you find any digit is greater than 9, for example 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, then you should convert this digit into hexadecimal value represented in the list which we already discussed in the hexadecimal topic. So value for the 13 digit, the hexadecimal value for the 13 digit is D. So at the time of writing the answer, final answer, you should convert this 13 into D and you write this 3D16. So this is how we want to convert the binary to hexadecimal. Now we are going to see the conversion of fractional binary number to decimal number. Fractional binary number to decimal number. So now step number 1, convert integer part of binary decimal equivalent using positional notation method. So the given number is 11.011. So binary number also have fractional part. So each and every binary number for the integer part. So this is the integer part of binary number. This is the floating part of binary number. You want to convert this integer part of binary number using 2 power of method into the decimal number, which we already discussed in the previous topic. Now when we go for the fraction part of binary decimal number, write down the binary digits in the fraction part. For all the digits written, write powers of 2 from left to right, starting from 2 power minus 2 power 2, 2 power minus 3. So here from the left direction you should write the 2 power of minus 1, 2 power of minus 2, 2 power of minus 3 for the fractional binary digits, and find the fractional value for multiply the find the fractional values weight. So 2 power of minus 1 is 0.5, 2 power of minus 2 is 0.25. Here in the book you can see there are different positional notation here and their weight values given. Simply write this positional value, positional notation values, the weight value, and then multiply the given number with the weight. So 1 into 2, 2, 1 into 1, 1, 0 into 0.5, 0, 1 into 0.25, 0.25, 1 into 0.125, 0.125. Then finally add this digit, 2 plus 1, 3. So 0 plus 0.25 plus 0.125, 0.35. So write the number from left to right direction like this, 3.375. So the final answer is 3.375 base of 10. This is the equivalent binary decimal number for the fractional binary number. So it is the simple method for converting any fractional binary number into decimal. Next conversion is octal to decimal conversion. Here what we want to find the uh, positional notation value for the base value 8. Each and every given number, each and every digits of given number should be multiplied with the weight value of the positional notation and then add the product value. Finally we will get the result. So first step, what you want to do, write the given digit in separate boxes. So the given number is 1265 base of 8, which you want to convert into decimal. So 1265, each and every positional have to positional notation value for the position notation value is 8. So 8 power 3, 8 power 2, 8 power 1, 8 power 0. The weight value for each positional notation is written here, and then multiply the weight value with the given number. So 512 into 1, 64 into 2, 8 into 6, 1 into 5. Now finally we will get the result 693 base of 10. So here you can see the steps. Write down the octal digits and list the power of 8 from right to left. That is positional notation method or base 8. For each positional notation of the digit, write the equivalent weight value, multiply each digit with its corresponding weight, add all the values. So simple method, but which we already discussed. Here we are simply replace the positional notation from 2 power of 0 to 8 power of 0, because we want to convert the octal number into decimal. So in the same method, if you want to convert the octal number into binary, so what we want to do, for each and every octal digit given in the given number, write this write 3-digit binary equivalent using positional notation number. For example, here you can see 6213 base of 8. If you want to convert this octal number into binary, you want to find the binary equivalent for each digit. So here binary equivalent for the 6 is 110, for 2 is 010, for 1 is 001, for 3 is 011, which was listed in the table. The another method is you simply use the repeated division by 2 method for converting this 6 digit into binary format, and then write the 3 binary digit. If you find any shortfall in the grouping the 3 digit, you can add zeros at the left position. So if you want to multiply this 2 divide this 1 by 2, you simply get the answer 1. So for fulfilling the 3 digit, I added 2 zeros. I simply use this table to take this binary equivalent from the table, write down all the binary digits, and then list from the list, and arrange this binary digit from left to right direction. So 110, 010, 001, 011. So arrange this binary digit, you will get the equivalent binary value for the octal number. So very simple step. So we want to write the digits separately. Each and every digit has our binary equivalent. Write the binary equivalent. Arrange the binary equivalent from left to right direction. So the final result is ready. Now we are going to convert the hexadecimal to decimal conversion. So here we use same positional notation method, but here we are using the 16 as the power of 16 from the right direction to left. Here you can see the steps. Write down the hexadecimal digits and list the power of 16. List the power of 16 from right to left direction using positional notation method. So given number is 2f5. So 2f5 is written here. So and then we want to write the positional of power of 2 from right to left direction, the position, and then for each positional notation write for the digit. Now write the equivalent value for the positional value. So weight value for 16 power 2 is 256, 16 power of 1 is 16, 16 power of 0 is 1. And then what you want to do, simply multiply the weight value with the given number. So 256 into 2, 16 into 5, and then 1 into f. So if you are using any hexadecimal number in calculation, then what you want to do, you want to convert the hexadecimal number into their equivalent value if the numbers either if the number is from a to z. So value for the f is 15. So 15 is used in the calculation, 15 into 1. So after finding the product, add the products, finally you get the result 607. It is the equivalent value for the given hexadecimal number. So same method with a different position and value was used to convert each and every number from another number format. So next method is binary representation for the signed numbers. Of course, computer can handle both positive and negative numbers. So in simple, if you are using any positive number, then when you convert the binary in a digit, the binary digit for the MSB should be 0 or none. So here you can see the simplest method to represent the negative binary number is a signed magnitude. In signed magnitude method, the leftmost bit, that is MSB, is called sign bit or parity bit. This bit represents the sign value for the given number. The numbers are represented in computer in different ways. Sign magnitude representation is either ones and twos complement method. Here you can see for plus 43 the MSB is 0. This MSB is also known as sign bit or parity bit. For minus 43 the MSB value is 1. So from the MSB we can identify the given number either positive or negative number, but the given number should be in 8-digit format, 8-digit binary format. So in the 8-digit binary format, the MSB is represented as a sign bit or parity bit. The balanced 7-digit are used as a magnitude value. The balance 7-digit. So here you can see 11010101 in the 8-digit format. The MSB is used as a magnified bit or a sign bit or parity bit. The balanced numbers are considered as a magnitude value. So in binary number system, for signed numbers, there are two methods are used to convert the signed numbers into binary. One is ones complement method, another one is twos complement method. Now we are going to discuss how to convert any negative decimal number into binary number. So here we are going to discuss how to convert a negative decimal number into binary number. This is an easier approach to represent signed numbers. This is for negative numbers only, that is the numbers whose MSB is 1. Steps for the converting the negative decimal number into binary is convert the given decimal number into binary number. For example, in the first step, if your given number is minus 24, then consider this 24 as a positive number converted into binary format, either using method 1 repeated division by 2 or method 2 sum of power of 2 method, which we already discussed. After converting the given number into binary, check if the binary number contains 8 bit. So when you convert this 24 minus 24 and into binary format, check if it contains 8 bits. If less, add 0 at the leftmost bit to make it as a 8 bit. After adding the 0, if any shortfall in the number of bits to fulfill the 8 bit format, then go to the step 3, invert all the bits. Invert all the bits. Simply convert the 0 into 1, 1 into 0. So here you can see all zeros are converted into 1, all ones are converted into 0. So these are the 3 steps. So first step, convert the decimal number into binary. If you find there is shortfall in 8-bit pack, then add number of bits required. After completing the second step, invert all the zeros. Invert all the bits, that is zeros into 1, ones into 0. So finally we will get the answer binary equivalent for the minus 24 by using ones complement method. So now we are going to discuss how to convert the negative decimal number into binary using 2's complement method. So this is the second method for converting the negative decimal number into binary. Here what we want to find. So first thing, find the binary equivalent for the given number and then convert it into 8-bit format. If there is any shortfall, then add zeros. After you invert all the bits from that is 0 is converted into 1, 1 is converted into 0. Add 1 at the LSB. Add the 1 at the LSB. So you should add this binary one's complement number with 1 and we will get the result. So how we can add the binary numbers? So this is the question raised here. So how we can, okay, let's see how to add binary arithmetics, binary numbers. So, like decimal numbers, we can do arithmetics in binary numbers also. There are some rules for binary addition. Here you can see when you add two binary digits, 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1, 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. 1 plus 1 gives 0, 1. Sorry, 1, 0. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 1, 0. So here 0 is considered as a sum bit, 1 is considered as a carry bit. It means we should carry this digit to next bit. In this example you can see we are going to add 1011 plus 1001. So first step, add 1 plus 1. See the rules, 1 plus 1 gives 2 bit, one is sum bit which we write here and another one is carry bit which we carry to next. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 0. So 0 is the sum bit which we put here and 1 is the carry bit which we carry to next bit. So in this process we add these two bit. So 1 plus 1 again we get 0 1. So 1 is carried to next bit. So 0 plus 0 0. So here 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. So again 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. So there is no carry and last two bits 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 0. So simply write the answer 1 0 because after that bit if you have if this one is the last bit then you simply write as it is 1 0. So this is the simple example for binary addition. Now if some cases if you have like this situation where you want to add three binary digits, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 1. So here you can take one as a sum bit and another one as a carry bit. So you should know, you should note this point. So next we are going to execute some another binary addition examples. If you have given the question like this, perform binary addition for the following 23 plus 12, then by the very first step you want to convert this 23 decimal number into binary by using repeated division by 2 or sum of power of 2 which we already discussed. And then in the same method you want to convert the 12 into binary. So the 23 value binary value is 001011. 12 binary value is 001100. Here additional zeros are padded here for completing the 8-bit format. Now we are going to add this binary digit. So the rules, you can see the rules here. So check the rules. 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 1. So there is no carry in your book, there was a printing mistake, so remove this 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 0 1. So this carry is a printing mistake. Now this one is correct. So here we are going to add 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 1 0 and 1 carry. So 1 plus 1 again 1 0. So 1 is carry, 0 plus 0 0. This 1 carry is missed here. So try to remove this error. Remove this one, put here 1 in your book. So 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 1. So there is no carry bit and you can see 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 0 0. So here you want to make two correction. One, here you want to remove this the bit and here you want to put a new bit 1. So next topic is binary subtraction. In the same way, here also we have some rules for binary subtraction. You can see 0 minus 0 0. There was no borrow. If you, some cases we want to borrow bit from another bit, so here there is no situation. So 1 plus 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. So borrow is 0. So 1 minus 1 difference is 0. So we are not borrowing any bits in this case. But here in the last case, 0 minus 1 is not applicable in mathematical rules. So in this situation, we want to borrow 1. So in this situation, the result will be 1. So 0 minus 1 is not possible, so we borrow 1. When we borrow 1 for the 0, then result will be 1. This is the rule. So now we are going to execute this binary subtraction here. So see the rules: 0 minus 0, 0, 1 minus 0, 1. 0 minus 1 is not applicable, so we borrow 1 from nearest bit. Here when we borrow 1 from this bit, this 0 will become 1 0, this 1 becomes 0. So as per rules, when we borrow 1 for the any 0, then the output will be 1. So as per the fourth rule, when we borrow 1 for 0, then result will be 1. So we are borrowing 1 for the 0. When we borrow 1 for the 0, then 0 becomes 1 0. So output will be 1. So this 1, when we borrow 1 from this bit, then this bit will converted into 0. So now the current value is 0. So 0 minus 0, 0. Again we have the same situation, 0 minus 1. So here we cannot apply mathematical rules. So we go for a nearest bit. Here also we are unable to find 1. So we go for next bit. Here from this place to this place, from this bit to this bit, we are borrowing. When we borrow this 1 from this place to here, between if you have any zeros, between if you have any zeros, then all zeros become 1. So when we borrow 1 from nearest bit 1 bit, if you have any zeros between the bit, then these zeros become 1. As usual, this 1 becomes 0, this 0 becomes 1. As per rules, 0 minus 1 with borrow 1, the output is 1. So now the 0 is now here the 0 is 1. So 1 minus 0, 1. You want to consider these empty places as 0. So 0 minus 0. So finally we complete the subtraction. So in the same way, here we are also have some binary addition and subtraction examples where we want to do binary addition for this number. Here you can see two numbers, one is negative, another one is positive. So based upon the based upon the rules, for converting the negative numbers, we can follow either one's complement method or two's complement method. By using this one's or two's complement method, convert this negative number into into binary number, and then find the binary value for the 5. After finding the binary values for minus 21 and 5, write the numbers in this format and apply the binary subtraction rules. So subtraction rules is 1 minus 1, 0, 1 minus 0, 0. Sorry, 1 minus 1, 0, 1 minus 0, 0, 0 minus 1, 0, 1 minus, sorry, we are not adding, we are not subtracting here, we are adding here. So that's why 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 0. So 0 is sum bit, 1 is carry bit. So next 1 is carry bit. Now again we want to add 1 plus 1. Here we get the result 1 0. So 1 is carry. Put the carry bit here and add the sum bit to the 0. Result is 0. Again 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1, 1 0. So sum bit is 0. Carry bit is 1. 1 plus 1 was 0, 1 0. 1 is carry. 0 is sum. So add with this bit 0 plus 0 0. 1 plus 0 1. 1 plus 0 1. 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 1. So this is how we do the binary addition and subtraction. This one is very simple, but the simple rules which given here, we should remember these rules and apply the rules for binary addition and subtraction. By using these rules, we are adding the 1, that is plus 1 at the LSB. When we add this 1 to this point, so as per rules 1 plus 1 is 1 0. So 0 is some bit we write here, and 1 is carry bit which we carry to next bit. Again 1 plus 1, 1 0. So 0 is I put here, 1 is put here, 1 is carry, so we carry to next bit. So 1 plus 1, 0. carry bit is 1. So again 1 plus 0 1, 0 plus 0 1, 0 plus 0 0, 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 1. This is how we do the binary arithmetics. So by using this binary arithmetics, we can fulfill the 2's complement method. Now we are going for next topic, representing characters in memory. In general, 26 uppercase and 26 lowercase 0 to 9 digits and special characters are used in computer, which are called a character set. Each and every character set are denoted with a number. This denoting numbers to any character set is known as a encoding system. There are four encoding systems are described here. One is BCD, binary coded decimal. Another one is extended binary coded decimal interchange code. And third one is ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Fourth one is Unicode. Fifth one is ISCII, Indian Standard Code for Information Interchange. Now we are going to see the brief introduction about this coding system. The first coding system is binary coded decimal system. In this system, we are using 26-bit binary coding system. This system is not in practice, but this is one of the oldest coding system where we are handling up to 64 characters, because 2 power 6 is equal to 64. 2 power 2 power 6 64. So this is 2 power 6 bit encoding system. 2 power 6 is equal to 64. This is not 26, this is 2 power 6. So next coding system is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. This coding system is very popular. Now we are currently using this coding system. Most of the USA and European countries using this coding system. This can handle 2 power 7 bit coding means 2 power 7 bit coding system. It means 2 power of 7 is equal to 128. So in ASCII system we can use up to 128 characters. In this system each character has individual number. Of course we discussed all this ASCII system in the beginning. Here you can see minus 8 has 28 bits, 2 power 8 bits, and can handle 256 characters as represented from 0 to 255. This one is the new version called ASCII 8. 2 power 8 is equal to 255 characters. This one is ASCII 7, where 2 power 7 bits system is used. So now we are going to discuss the next encoding system, extended binary coded decimal interchange system. Here we use 8-bit representation. This code is similar to ASCII system, is formulated by IBM International Business Machine. This coding can handle up to 255 characters. So 2 power of 8 is equal to 255. So here you can see up to 255 characters can handle. The another important feature of this coding system is there was we can convert ASCII coding into the extended binary coded decimal interchange and EBCID into ASCII coding system, vice versa. Next coding system is Indian Standard Code for Information Interchange. This coding system can able to handle up to 256 characters, because it is a 8-bit coding system. That is 2 power of 8 is equal to 256 coding system. It was formulated by Department of Electronics in India in the year 1986 to 88, recognized by the Bureau of Indian Standards. Now this coding system is integrated with Unicode. So the Unicode is next important coding system where we can use all languages, including local languages like Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada, Telugu, and it also represented by it also use ASCII coding system. This coding system use 16-bit coding system. So 2 power of 16 is equal to 65,536. So in Unicode we can use up to 65,536 characters can be used in the Unicode. This Unicode is also called as universal language. So in this Unicode we merge all the older version coding system like ASCII, EBCDIC, ICAC, Indian Standard Code Information Interchange, and now we are at the end of the chapter 2. I hope you understand the concept. This one is very simple. Practice all the examples. Write down the book back exercise. Prepare the answers in notebook. Submit it as possible as yearly. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.